we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Texas Longhorns, taking on last year's national champion, the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Rainbow Warriors will kick it away first. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. The Longhorns offense will have the first crack at it in this one. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Let's take just a moment here and talk a little about Texas. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise, continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football,
he hurls one deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. The Longhorns will line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. First one of the day is on its way, and he's been sort of scarce around here, only called on one time in that loss last week. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Now that is a play that will get your sidelines into the game with that touchdown.
And you could see once he left everybody in the dust and he was going to the house, the sidelines going nuts. What a big-time play to take the lead. Defense did his job. Now special teams coming through in a big way.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They punted on the opening possession of the game. Might still have a few plays left on that opening script. RPO complete to open the drive.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
The Longhorns can really attack on this second and short. Off the play fake. Looking down the middle. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the first quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but these two, they've got to find a way to get on the same page.
Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they've got it at the 42. The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the big fella. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the right. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
And I tell you what, we've kind of gotten to the point where we expect QBs to be robots and just never to miss and always put it right on the face mask or right on the numbers. And right there, you could tell he just missed a little bit off, and I guarantee he's tapping his helmet saying, hey, that's my bad.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Tries to get it on the ground. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. So Hawaii's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. 2 NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
Might as well stick with him. There he goes. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
And it's runs like that, man, where he just shows you a little bit of everything that is the reason why he's in the Heisman race. Like, this dude leads the nation in rushing for a reason. They hand him the football a lot. They trust him, and he continues to deliver and make big play after big play. This dude is an absolute superstar.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Hawaii.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was closed out by the fantastic 25-yard touchdown run. Out of the end zone. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Love the route there by the tight end in man-to-man coverage. He's able to separate from the defender, and then once he has the ball, he's able to rip through the tackle and go get more yards.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Use the play fake, now to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Had the pick in his hands and couldn't hang on, and you just won't see that from him very often. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. They just keep firing. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protection is the biggest issue for this offense.
And the Longhorns will punt this one away. He might be afraid to kick it to him here after the first punt was taken back to the house. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. Picks up the 1st down. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. He's now up to 75 yards rushing, and it is well within his grasp to have a 2,000-yard season. The Rainbow Warriors, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on first down. Shoots it to the left. He makes a grab. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up and in great position here.
Well, after that completion on the corner route, it'll be interesting to see if later in the game the offensive coordinator tries to set the defense up by showing them the same pre-snap look, but this time sending the receiver to the middle of the field.
They'll run the option. He'll toss it. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Warrior! Excellent pass by the back on the option. With that last one, he's now up to 90 career rushing touchdowns.
Man, that is crazy to think about, to be that durable at the running back spot, to be in the lineup, running with juice, running with energy. 90 touchdowns is so crazy. What a career for this guy.
It's just so easy to be desensitized to it because we've watched this guy do it all throughout his career. But let's just take a moment and pause and appreciate the greatness that is 90 touchdown runs.
Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And the run is for no gain and no more time left on the clock in the first quarter. Guys, it is Hawaii who will carry the lead to the quarter break. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. First play of the period will be a second down. Sends it back in motion. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job recognizing the route defensively there. As soon as that ball was thrown, that defender knew exactly who it was going to, and he was able to make the tackle at the perfect time. No gain on that one.
The last two runs went headlong into a brick wall. Now 3rd and 10. Fires to the wideout. He makes a catch. Still on his feet. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in 3rd and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sidelines.
Yeah, you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds his tight end. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you can tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Needs it to keep this drive alive. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
4th down and short, you want a no-nonsense run. Nice job by the running back, getting the football, getting downhill, making sure he gets that first down.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Finding an escape route.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Trying play action. Just tried to drop a little floater in there, and it's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Looking for the score. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. From the gun, running back on the move. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27. And the Rainbow Warriors want to crank the tempo.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
They'll try the run. Got the first down and more. He's now up to 95 yards on the ground, and just another day at the office for the national leader in rushing. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. First down here for the offense. Quarterback making checks. To the air on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
They'll go back to the air on second down. Got his man downfield. Oh, and the ball's out after that big play. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. Man down on the play as the coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. The Rainbow Warriors will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Looking for space, it's Silva. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, the defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the second quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
And the Rainbow Warriors will bring the punt team onto the field. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Off play action on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
And sometimes you got to know when to give it up, right? As a quarterback, you feel it. You can't hold it that second too long when bad things can really happen. You could tell the clock went off, and he was throwing that puppy away.
The throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the defense.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Longhorns will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Off the play fake on first down. Fakes to grab. Couldn't quite get the huge play on that one, but he goes out of bounds at the 37. The Rainbow Warriors with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Working that left side now. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Silva. Oh, he's got some space. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half. Running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Going to the ground. At the 20, he's got space. Lots of running room. He's at the 40. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw on first down. It's complete. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The offense will quickly use a timeout. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. He'll try to knock it through from 38 yards out. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. He'll try to knock it through from 38 yards out. Splits the uprights. Good. That cuts the lead down to 28-10. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, nice to see you actually showed up for today's broadcast in paradise, given all there is to do there in Honolulu. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's say aloha once again to the guys inside Aloha Stadium.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
He's got 99 yards rushing. He continues to impress as he leads the nation in rushing. And the Rainbow Warriors can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Takes the handoff. It's Silva. Turning it on. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
The give to the tailback. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. On third and long, try to convert through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Dumps it to the back. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. They believe they can run right here. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They go to the ground. Pick up a 5. It'll be 3rd down and 5. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Finds his big tight end. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. The Longhorns getting set on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The Longhorns trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Off play action. Tight end finds a soft spot. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. The Longhorns are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He's going to lose a yard on that one. With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking for the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Back to the ground game on the left. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Out of the gun, the give to the back. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back.
He lobs one high down the left side. Hits him in stride at the 10. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. The offense changing the play. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Trying to pull his way in. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Hawaii! And the punishment has been extended.
Reese, that's 3 for the young fella. I mean, this dude's smelling the end zone. Anytime he gets near it, you know he's going to lower his shoulder, do whatever it takes to get in the end zone. The hat trick, the 3rd touchdown.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown.
Texas, 10.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be dragged down. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. The short hands, it's Jordan. Gets it out just short of the 20, out of bounds at the 19-yard line and a little more room to operate. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. We've reached the end of the period, and Hawaii is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Wide receiver comes in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. It's complete to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. And the Longhorns really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds.
Breaks into the open. Good, solid pickup on that one, and they've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air, chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Reads it, fires complete. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down? Gets the back moving. He wants to throw it again. Unloads it left. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers not... Touchdown, Texas! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, a big-time top 15 duel. Let's get right to it. Georgia is just getting the backside of those silver britches kicked today. This is the kind of game diehards of other SEC programs have been waiting for. They're trailing by 14 to Texas A&M. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition, and if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Wants to go up top. Fires to the tight end. And he'll be brought down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get it.
There he goes. Touchdown, Hawaii. And the pummeling has started. You can see it on the sideline. They built a comfortable fourth-quarter lead, and they know they're going to go 11-0.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back looking for help. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Texas offense. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Quick strike complete. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Looking for a gap, it's Jordan. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Guys, let's take a big view of Texas. He's been under pressure all season, and they really haven't done much to turn down that heat. And it's just hard to imagine that this guy will be back leading this program next year.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got some space. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
I think it's just too little too late, David, at this point. That's a play that they could have used a lot earlier in this game, but because of miscues, they're down by a lot late, and I don't think they're going to have enough time to claw back into this one.
Yeah, and I'm fine with you running that play if you want to do that. My goal now is with this lead, if you want to run it, so be it, but just don't give up the big plays. Let that clock continue to roll. Make him earn it all the way down the field and take a lot of time off that clock.
And the Longhorns with the 1st and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Fires to the tight end. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Caught close to the marker, it's Burr. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. He'll ride his man on the option. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Longhorns!
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, and this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they get to breathe a little bit, Palmer.
Turning it on. Past the 20. Touchdown, Warriors. what finishing the deal looks like. Build the lead in the fourth quarter and close in on 11 straight victories.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
And the returner will be brought down. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe it's something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week. And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, oof, it was not a good day.
They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Quickly out to the tight end. They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. They've gotten this drive going, a couple of first downs already. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Quick completion on the out route. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. After this, it'll be a wrap. Wants to fire on second down. Finds the big tight end. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your uni. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse